Hey, it's Brittany with The Real Slim Brittany. If this is your first time coming to my channel, welcome. And today I'm going to kind of talk about my struggle with binging and my struggle with keto and binging on keto. So I guess please stay tuned and comment down below if you've ever had this problem or if you're going through this, if you're struggling. I respond pretty quickly. If you need a virtual internet hug, let me know. Hey y'all. So, I have seriously tried to make this video about 900 times and it always comes out way too long and I jibber jabber way too much. So hopefully I can just get this one done relatively quickly. So my little backstory, in case this is your first time on my video, my name is Brittany. I am a mom slash stepmom, but full-time mom of 5 boys, ages 12, 11, almost 7, and 15 months. I am a stay-at-home mom, and I'm relatively extremely busy. It may not seem like it, but I am. Right now, I'm able to record this video because 4 of my children are at their aunt and uncle's house for the night, and I'll actually be picking them up here shortly. And baby is entertained. He's watching Elmo and playing with toys in the other room. I can hear him. He's 15 months old, so I mean, he kind of takes care of himself. Anyways, so, I just wanted to say, like, this video is, well, if you have seen my other videos, you'll know that I struggle with eating. And, that's why I started keto, was to lose weight, and get my eating in control, because I have been a binge eater. I didn't even really know what that was until I stopped doing it, I guess, or until I talked to like other people that were like, either that's not normal, Brittany, or oh yeah, I do that too. I didn't even realize that what I was doing in the past was considered binge eating. I just thought it was just normal to do it. So basically, before starting keto, I would do relatively okay, I guess, during the day. Like, I basically would drink an energy drink or 2 or 3, depending on the day. And then I wouldn't eat. I would be too busy to eat. Or most of it was just I didn't want to take the time to actually make my food. If there was something already made, I'd eat it. But if it wasn't already made, then I just wouldn't eat. And I would just drink another energy drink or water or coffee or tea or something. And then I would make dinner for my family. I'd always make sure that my kids had food. Always make sure that everybody else ate. But when it came to me, it wasn't like that big of a deal. And so then, like after dinner, everything would be fine. I would be super, super, super craving sugar. But I would ignore it and I would just have water or maybe like decaf coffee with creamer, you know, trying to get my sugar fix without making it known that I was getting my sugar fix. And then after everybody else went to bed, I would stay up eating and basically like shoveling my face full of all things chocolate. Everything sweet, I mean, ice cream, cookies, frosting from the refrigerator, cake if we had it. I would pretty much stay up and eat the rest of whatever goodie we had in the house and then be so ashamed the next day. I would blame it on like my husband, because he was at work, he couldn't defend himself, you know, I'd say, like, tell the kids that he stayed up and ate the rest of the cake. Like, oh, it must have been Dad, and then he just didn't tell anybody that he was eating it. But really, it was me. So, even doing 21-day fix and those kind of things, like, I did okay, but I was still craving the sweets so much that I just started binging again. And that's, you know, and then when I started keto was like a big thing. Like, I could still have sweet stuff. Like, I could still have, you know, make my own fat bombs. And I did relatively well. There were times, you guys know if you see my other videos, that I went on vacation or just was on Shark Week and had to eat carbs and then beat myself up again, all over again, for gaining back like the 2 or 3 pounds of water weight and then kicking myself out of ketosis and having to fight and struggle to get back into keto. And so most recently on, let's see, I like have been stuck at 16.5 pounds of weight loss in almost 4 months. So this whole last month, I have just been so frustrated. I do know that my body composition is different. Things are fitting differently. I also go to the chiropractor to help straighten out my back, so that's probably part of it too. I am feeling more energized, and I am feeling more like satisfied, like more satiated. So I know that, like, for the most part, I'm fat adapted, I guess, because like I'm not nearly as hungry as I was before. But there's been a lot of stress the last couple of weeks, and I'm usually the calm before the storm. You know, I'm like the calm during the storm, and then when things start settling down, then I'm like, blah! Like freaking out. And I think I've got to that point that I'm starting to freak out. And so basically, because I started feeling less hungry, I decided, like, let's try intermittent fasting. I will just insert a little picture right here. So yeah, so that is my background on my phone right now. And I decided, like, I'm not really a breakfast person. Recently found out that eggs and I don't get along. They make my tongue all itchy and stuff. It's weird. In my throat. So maybe there's a slight allergy there. I don't know. But so I just decided, like, I'm not eating eggs. So I don't really eat breakfast anyways. And I usually start my day out with coffee with, you know, coconut oil and butter and sugar-free syrup and almond milk and stevia, all that blended together coffee. So I decided to take out the sugar-free syrups and the butter and just have the coconut oil and sometimes butter, but not really. Coconut oil and almond milk, unsweetened original almond milk, and a little bit of stevia, and blend it together and have that around 9 or 10 in the morning, and then allow myself to start eating after 11 a.m. but having to stop at 9. So that stopping at 9 so that I don't stay up all night eating everything. So if I and I've done the no eating after 9 before, so it wasn't that big of a deal for me. I will say that the last couple of days, well, since I started on the 20th, I have felt hungry around 9, and so that's when I have my coffee generally. But yesterday, well, okay, so we're at the end of the month, and my kids have been home all summer and eating me out of house and home, so we ran out of food so freaking fast with, 3 pre-teenage boys. And I just don't have the money to go and get these keto things that I need, like fresh vegetables every day. So I've been doing frozen vegetables, which is fine. But but I just don't, like, I'm running out of things that are, like, essential, like butter, and, like, almond milk and stuff, and my son, my youngest, needs a special milk. Now he's on, like, lactose-free whole milk, and, of course, it only comes in half gallons, and it's expensive, and he goes through it. I mean, 2 bottles a day, goes through it really fast, you know. So we literally have like $10 in our bank account, and just been playing catch up since about, well, like 2 months ago. My husband got hurt at work. 2 months ago got hurt, and then, like, all of our extra income stopped, and then some people got our, like, identities got stolen, and so my husband's identity got stolen, and so a bunch of money came out of his check, and we can't get that money back, and at least we haven't been able to contact anybody to get the money back. So we've been playing catch up, and it's just stressful. And so yesterday I binge ate. First I started with mozzarella sticks because I made my kids a smorgasbord meal for lunch of basically everything left in the freezer that was, like, half eaten, you know, like the half eaten bag of fish sticks, like the few tater tots that are left over, and I did mozzarella sticks, which were mine, that I bought for myself a couple months ago before I started keto, and I've kept them in the freezer, and the kids apparently didn't like them, and so I was like, I am not going to let these things go to waste. I will only have, I think it was like 17 net carb, or 17 carbs for 3 mozzarella sticks, and I was like, I can handle it. I can do it. I'll just eat 3 of them. No, I couldn't handle it. They were delicious. And so then after that, I got that whole mindset of, like, I fucked up, so fuck it, you know, this will just be a carb up day. And that led to eating bread and, well, toast, and a real tortilla for the tacos last night. Usually I do the carb balance ones. And then at night, after my husband went to bed at 8 o'clock, my older kids weren't here, you know, so I didn't have anybody to hide from or, like, not eat in front of, and I'm not blaming anybody but myself. So, but anyway, so there has been a container of chocolate frosting in my fridge from the last time that I binged, I think, and I've overlooked it for over a month. Well, it called to me last night. It was like, Brittany, come eat me, you know you want to. And so I was like, I will have 1 tablespoon of frosting. Well, 1 tablespoon turned into, like, get my ass kicked by a thing of frosting. And so, but I stopped eating at 9:30, as I was like, you have to stop, Brittany. If you don't, you're just gonna, it's just gonna be like an all night thing. So I did stop eating. I mean, I did bring toast with chocolate frosting on it into my bed, which I have not done that in a long time. But yeah, so I was thinking about it today when I was watching some videos about binge eating last night on YouTube, and I will try to figure out how to link that below, but I don't really know how to link on my phone. So, but it was just a lady that was talking about her situation with binging and about what made her do that. And when she said that, like, when she was in so much control about what she ate and everything, then she lost control. And I kind of feel like that's how I am. I'm gonna try to take a screenshot of her video right here, and I'll post it. But anyway, so I do feel like I'm like that too. Maybe that's it. Maybe all of this intermittent fasting and like tracking. Squirrel. A cat walked in. Totally blame him. Distracted me. But like the intermittent fasting and the putting everything that I eat, every little thing into my carb manager app, I just feel like I just want to be a normal person and eat and not have to worry that it's going to knock me out of ketosis or that I'm not tracking, you know, and like I feel like it has taken so much time out of my life of tracking and making sure I scan things in, and so I think I might make the conscious decision of deleting the carb manager app for my phone. I think with like the whole point of the intermittent fasting was to like stop weighing myself and focus on non-scale victories, and I don't feel like I can do that while I'm tracking everything, especially this week where I don't really have the keto foods. And like, it doesn't mean that I'm going to eat like a whole loaf of bread, you know, I'm going to start eating a whole bunch of carbs like that. But I think I just need to just let my body tell me what it needs, because all this like recalculating my macros and moving things back and forth has just been so confusing. I wish that all keto calculators were the same. Because it would, like, how do I know that I'm eating the right macros and stuff if every calculator that I use is different? And I've used Keto Connect. I've used Keto Gains. That's my newest one. Perfect Keto Calculator. The one from the Carb Manager app. I've used MyFitnessPal. Yeah. I mean, so many different ones, and they all say different things, and it's so freaking frustrating. But I don't know. I feel like maybe the only way that I can really control my binging is if I stop controlling putting everything into my phone. Does that make sense? I don't know. I don't want to stop doing keto because it has worked for me. I'm just so frustrated not seeing any weight loss, and maybe if I stop tracking weight loss, maybe I'll just concentrate on things that actually are working out for me. I don't know. But I wanted to get this video out. Hopefully it's not a million years long. I don't know. I am going to insert my before pictures, like my pictures I took on the 20th, for the intermittent fasting, just so you guys can see what I look like at this moment. But then after this, I'm going to delete the Carb Manager app and just see what happens. If I maintain, cool beans. If I lose, freaking awesome. If I gain, well, fuck. But at least I know that I can lose, you know, but I just have to try, I guess. So, yeah, so look for my next video. I don't know exactly when it will be. My kids start school next Wednesday, and then I'll have more time like I do right now to do videos. But yeah, so look for my next video. Comment down below if you had any of these issues, and remember to follow me on Instagram.